Hare Krishna, everyone. Hope you had a lovely day. Welcome to Soma Vedic Astrology channel. Today we will discuss about the tale of Guru Shukracharya, and in the end of the story we will understand how we can use this mythological stories and relate it to the planet Venus and astrology to make predictions. So let us begin with the lineage of Shukracharya. Lord Brahma is the creator and his duty is of creation, knowledge, Vedas. And Lord Brahma had created 10 Manasputra, the child born out of his mind. They were Rishi Bhrigu, Rishi Pulatsya, Rishi Pulaha, Rishi Kratu, Rishi Angiras, Rishi Marichi, Rishi Daksha, Rishi Atri, Rishi Vashishta, and Narad Muni. So Rishi Bhrigu was one of the Manasputra and is known as one of the greatest sages of all time. His greatest works include the book Bhrigu Samhita, which is a classic book to learn the Jyotish techniques. Now, Shukracharya was the son of Rishi Bhrigu and Kavya Mata. Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi, is also the daughter of Rishi Bhrigu, which makes Shukracharya and Mahalakshmi as brothers and sisters, and that is why from planet Venus you can see all the wealth related, luxury related things. Now let us see Shukracharya's education. Shukracharya, right from his early days, had a thirst for knowledge. He was very hardworking and wanted to acquire all the knowledge. He had a very good observational capacity. He used to just see things and learn about it. He was that expert. So what happens is one fine day he goes to the ashram or the hermitage of Rishi Angiras. Rishi Angiras is one of the Manasputra of Lord Brahma, as we have seen earlier. So Shukracharya goes to Rishi Angiras' ashram to acquire the knowledge and the teachings. Now, who is a Rishi Angiras? Rishi Angiras is the father of Guru Brihaspati or Jupiter. Okay, so Guru Brihaspati and Guru Shukracharya both at the same time were taking lessons from Rishi Angiras at his ashram. Now, Rishi Angiras favored Guru Brihaspati as he was his own son, and Shukracharya did not like this favoritism attitude of Rishi Angiras, and hence he decides to quit Rishi Angiras' ashram, and then later he goes to Rishi Gautam's ashram, and then he acquires all the knowledge of all the Vedas and the Shastras from Rishi Gautam. The world at that time was divided into Devalok and the Asurlok. Guru Brihaspati becomes the Guru of Devas. The Devlok or the Devas accepted Guru Brihaspati as their mentor. Now, obviously, this was not liked by Shukracharya. Shukracharya was always had been more deserving, was more knowledgeable, more talented, but favorism happened with Guru Brihaspati. Okay, so hearing the decision of the Devas, Guru Shukracharya felt very disrespected. He felt very dishonored, ignored for the talents that he possessed, and hence he chose to become the guru of the Asuras. And he got motivated to teach his disciples who are the Asuras to teach them in a brilliant manner so that they can go and win over the devas. He taught them all type of skills, politics, fighting battles, wars. He literally gave the he is a perfect teacher. He gave all type of skills to the asuras, medicines, rasas, mantras, everything he passed down to all of his disciples without any biases. He literally became a guru of the outcast people and taught everyone in an unbiased manner. See the story of Sanjeevani Vidya. Guru Shukracharya had a motive to gain victory over the Devas because he felt insulted because his talents were not respected. So, before directly raging a war on the Devas, he plans to acquire the Mrit Sanjeevani Vidya, the Vidya using which he can revive the dead people. Okay, and hence he goes and does a very hard penance for thousands of years. He literally hangs himself upside down in a tree and impresses Lord Shiva, and he's in the pursuit to impress Lord Shiva so that he can, ask the Mrit Sanjeevani Vidya as a boon, the knowledge to resurrect a dead people. Okay, now Guru Brihaspati has learned about Shukracharya's plan through his divine powers, and hence he calls Indradev, the king of all gods, and asks him to stop Guru Shukracharya's penance. So the Devas, led by Indradev, tried to kill all the demons while Shukracharya was totally, busy and occupied in his very hard penance. So the demons at that time were residing in the ashram of Maharishi Bhrigu, the father of Shukracharya, because during that time period the Devas were, overpowering the Asuras. So the Asuras had went into hiding into the ashram of Maharishi Bhrigu. So the Devatas, which was led by Indradev, arrived at the ashram of Maharishi Bhrigu, and they, decided to carry on with their plan to destroy the demons then and there itself, before even, Guru Shukracharya gets that blessing. So and during that time when they, reached the ashram, there was, Maharishi Bhrigu was not present in the ashram, as well as Shukracharya was, already busy in the penance, so even he was not present, uh, in that ashram. So since both of them were not present at that moment, the demons felt, now that they are at the losing end. So they went and they requested help from Kavya Mata was the wife of Maharishi Bhrigu and the mother of Shukracharya. So Kavya Mata accepts to help the Asuras. She had mystical powers, using which she creates an invisible shield all around the ashram, and by her single glance she makes the devta fell into a deep sleep. So Lord Indra had underestimated the spiritual divine powers which Kavyamata had. So here now devtas had failed this attempt. So now devtas go to Lord Vishnu for help, and Lord Vishnu definitely helps them to maintain the order, the harmony, the balance of the Srishti. So Lord Vishnu uses the Sudarshan Chakra and breaks the protective shield which Kavya Mata had created, and, also the head of Kavya Mata gets cut in this process. So that is the reason how, Lord Vishnu gets the curse of human incarnation, that we will see now. Upon the return of Maharishi Bhrigu into his own ashram, he sees that his wife's head is cut off. He is not able to bear that tragic visuals, and that is when he curses Lord Vishnu to take birth in a human form on the earth time again and again and again, on account of killing a woman who was no one but his own wife. Okay, and he curses to experience the pain of birth and death again and again in each human form. And that is the reason why Lord Vishnu comes to earth okay, in various incarnations, whenever he feels that there is an imbalance which is going to happen. Guru Shukracharya learns about this incident that happened with his mother. Even he starts hating Lord Vishnu, and because he is attached to his mother, and he prohibits the worship of Lord Vishnu amongst the asuras. So technically now Indradev had lost this battle with demons, because demons are still protected. So he tries now method number 2. He strategizes another way to win over the demons, and this time what he is doing is directly attacking the main person, who is Guru Shukracharya. Okay, Lord Indra had a very beautiful daughter, okay, Jayanti. She was the daughter of Lord Indra, and Lord Indra sends Jayanti to Guru Shukracharya, where he was doing the penance. He sends her to interrupt and break his penance, okay, so that he does not, get the blessings or boon. So Lord Indra advises her to use the technique of seduction and lust to break the penance of Guru Shukracharya. However, the nature of seduction and lust is not something which is fit with the characteristics which Jayanti had, because Jayanti was a very modest type of a woman. Still, for the sake of her father, initially she tries to interrupt Guru Shukracharya's penance, but she fails in her mission. And ironically, she gets impressed with Guru Shukracharya's dedication, and she changes side from being at the Indradev's side to changing sides and coming to Guru Shukracharya's side. And then she starts doing seva service of Guru Shukracharya as a dedicated disciple, while he was in his hard penance, tirelessly doing penance for thousands of years by being upside down on a tree. So while this was happening, Indradev had already devised even another plan, where he tells Guru Brihaspati to take an avatar of Guru Shukracharya, okay, like an imposter, and to go and to stay with the demons. So basically this was the Indradev's backup plan. What if Devyani fails in her seduction attempts? Then god, like somebody from the god side, needs to be present in the opposite camp to learn about whatever boon that Guru Shukracharya will get. And that is the reason now Guru Brihaspati is now for some years living with the demons by taking an avatar, okay, of Guru Shukracharya. Guru Shukracharya was still busy in his penance. Finally, Lord Shiva got impressed by his very hard penance and offered him a boon. Guru Shukracharya here does not ask for any wealth, money, luxuries for himself. Instead, he asks for the divine knowledge, the Mrit, Sanjeevani, Vidya, to revive or resurrect the dead people. And his wish was accepted by Lord Shiva, with a condition that he should not misuse his power. Okay. Now, Shukracharya, with his divine insight, had already seen, the selfless seva, what Devyani had done for Guru Shukracharya. He is, impressed with Devyani. He had understood that she was sent by Lord Indra to disturb his penance. But even after this, she never interrupted his penance. Indradev also would have not liked what his daughter had done. So Shukracharya, the guru of asuras, accepts Jayanti, the daughter of the god of kings, as his second wife. When now Guru Shukracharya is planning to return to asuras after the penance that he had done for him. So now when he returns, he stands to see that there is already some another fake avatar of himself already present there. So it had become very difficult for the asuras to identify who is the actual demon guru, who is the real Guru Shukracharya. They, unfortunately chose a wrong person, or the imposter, as their real guru. They thought Guru Brihaspati, who is, in the form of Guru Shukracharya, is their real guru. Now, the real Guru Shukracharya considers this as an insult, okay? He feels the sense of abandonment from his own, Asura clan, okay? And he literally went and did so much of penance for these people, and they were not even able to identify him. So he became very angry, and he cursed his own Asura clan that they will never be able to completely conquer the gods. Hence, the tactics, the strategies of Indradev this time had worked, and finally, then Guru Brihaspati comes in his original form, and then Asuras have now realized their mistake that they have done. Guru Shukracharya, getting the boon of Mrit Sanjeevani Vidya, now had become an advantage for the demons, as whenever demons died in the battles, Shukracharya used his Mrit Sanjeevani Vidya to resurrect them. Now, Guru Shukracharya and Jayanti both had a beautiful daughter named Devyani. Okay, since Guru Shukracharya already got blessed with the divine knowledge of Amrita Sanjeevani Vidya, the gods were becoming very restless, as they could already foresee how wrong this could go, and hence Guru Brihaspati orders his son Kacha to go to Guru Shukracharya and to learn the Mrit Sanjeevani Vidya from him. Now, Guru Shukracharya was an unbiased teacher who taught anyone and everyone, even the asuras. And when Kacha comes to him, Shukracharya readily accepts him as his disciple, even after knowing that he is Guru Brihaspati's son. Okay, Guru Brihaspati, who is the enemy of Guru Shukracharya, he is even ready to accept the son of his enemy as his own disciple. That was the greatness of Guru Shukracharya. But although this is not liked by the demons, they were not happy with the decision of Guru Shukracharya. They, started hating Kacha and feared, what if this, Vidya goes into the hands of gods? Now, while Kacha was staying there, okay, Kacha and Devyani, the daughter of Shukracharya, they both fell in love. Now, daughter of the Guru of Asuras falling in love with the son of the Guru of Devatas definitely is not, liked by the Asuras, and hence the demons, the Asuras, plan to kill Kacha. Now, they have two reasons. First thing is the fear that, Mrita Sanjeevani Vidya will go into the hands of the gods, and second, the, the daughter of the Guru of Asura is in love with Kacha. Hence, the demons, the Asuras, plan and then they kill Kacha. Now, when Devyani got to know about this, she requested her father to revive Kacha using the Mrita Sanjeevani Vidya, as she was totally head over heels on him. Guru Shukracharya wanted nothing but to see her daughter happy, and hence he revives Kacha. So, this attempt of Asuras to kill Kacha had unfortunately failed. Now, Asuras started thinking of some another way to kill him. Okay, so they started planning ki what will be a way in which he will never be able to revive again, even with the use of Mrita Sanjeevani Vidya. So, Asuras plan, and now Asuras killed him another time by burning his body in the forest and then mixing the ashes in the drink, in the wine drink of Guru Shukracharya. Now, Kacha's ashes is in the Shukracharya's stomach. Devyani was totally in misery after, hearing this incident that again Kacha is no longer alive. She was crying, lamenting. Devyani was madly in love with Kacha and again requests her father to revive him. Shukracharya could not see such a sad state of his beloved daughter. He even became ready to sacrifice his own body for fulfilling the wishes of her daughter to revive Kacha. Now, Kacha, being in the stomach of Guru Shukracharya, already learns Sanjeevani Vidya in his stomach. Shukracharya sacrifices his body and revives Kacha. Kacha comes out of the stomach of Shukracharya and he is returned to life. He then uses the same Mrit Sanjeevani Vidya which he learned from the stomach of his Guru and later revives his Guru Shukracharya. So Shukracharya realizes a mistake that he has done from this incident, that he drank wine, he drank alcohol, which became a trigger of destruction. So later, he comes with this rule that no brahmin should abstain from drinking alcohol as it can be a cause of destruction. Okay, now Devyani is very happy. She's very happy to see his father alive. She's very happy to see the love of her life alive. Okay, now Kacha decides to return to Devlok as his purpose to come to Guru Shukracharya was to learn the Mrit Sanjeevani Vidya, and now he already learnt it. So his mission was already completed. But Devyani was madly in love. She was completely head over heels. So Devyani asks Kacha to marry her. But Kacha now declines to marry her, as now Kacha took rebirth from Shukracharya's stomach, which makes him the son of Shukracharya and the brother of Devyani. So Devyani was completely devastated, heartbroken, listening to Kacha. She literally felt betrayed, she felt cheated, and hence she cursed Kacha that the Sanjeevani Vidya which he had learned from her father, he will never be able to use it. So Kacha got very angry listening to this. Kacha thought that it was none of his fault. He never planned to come out of Shukracharya's father's stomach. Rather, he himself felt that he is a victim of the actions of the Asuras. So he was enraged by the curse of Devyani, and hence, in return, even Kacha cursed Devyani that she would never be able to marry a rishi's son or a brahmin. And since she is so much engrossed in the bodily pleasures that she will never be able to live a happy married life. Now, after this, later, Kacha returns to the Devalok, and there he goes and he teaches the other Devatas about this Mrita Sanjeevani Vidya knowledge. But unfortunately, due to the curse that was given by Devyani to him, he is never able to use, himself, he is not able to use the Mrita Sanjeevani Vidya. Now Devyani later was married to King Yayati, a Kshatriya, which again is due to the curse of Kacha, which due to which she is not able to marry a Brahmin, but she marries the king, okay, which is the King Yayati. Now King Yayati was known to be a lustful person with court full of consorts, and Shukra did not wanted his daughter Devyani again to go from another painful and terrible heartbreak. So Shukra takes promise from King Yayati to be monogamous and to devote himself completely only to Devyani. Okay, so Devyani and King Yayati later they have two sons, okay, which is Turvasha and Yadu. Now comes the entry of Sarmishtha. Sarmishtha was the daughter of demon king Vrishaparva, and Devyani and Sarmishtha, they both were, very good friends. Sharmishta was the princess of Asuras, and Devyani was the daughter of the Guru of the Asuras. Sarmishtha, had insulted Devyani due to some situation. Like, it is a very long story, which I will maybe discuss in some another, video. So Sarmishta had insulted Devyani. So Devyani, convinced her father Guru Shukracharya to stay away from all the asuras and to stop helping them from now on as a revenge for her insult. Now this does not go well with asuras, because asuras want their counselor. Okay, Guru Shukracharya was his counselor, and without Guru Shukracharya, asuras are nobody. So asuras want him desperately. So Devyani now is putting up a condition. She is saying Samishta should become my servant. Okay, then only Guru Shukracharya will again take the post of being a counselor and the guru of the asuras. So, seeing the terrible state of asuras, Sarmishta had to agree to become the servant of Devyani. Okay, so that asuras can get back Guru Shukracharya. Now King Yayati breaks the promise of monogamy which he had done to Guru Shukracharya and makes Sarmishtha as his concubine. Sarmishtha desired of having children from King Yayati after seeing the children of Devyani and King Yayati. So now King Yayati declines her request by reminding her of the vow which he had given to Guru Shukracharya. So now Sarmishta feels betrayed from King Yayati, as they have a deep, connection. So they have a very deep conversation back and forth after, on this topic, after which King Yayati is finally convinced and gives into the demands of Sarmishta, and later Sarmishta bears kids of King Yayati. Now King Yayati now has broken the promise which he had given to Guru Shukracharya of the monogamy. So Devyani again was deeply hurt and betrayed again in love. Again she felt cheated, so she goes to Guru Shukracharya, her father, and informs him of the treachery of his husband. Now Shukracharya again curses King Yayati, to become old very early in age and to lose all his youth so that his lust goes wasted. Now let us see another tale, how Guru Shukracharya is becomes the son of Lord Shiva. Shukracharya had started misusing the power of Mrit Sanjeevani Vidya as per the Devatas, and as he was reviving the dead Asuras, and it was basically going against the laws of nature. So once there was a war between the Asuras and the Devatas. Devatas side also had the soldiers of Lord Shiva along with the other gods, and it was commanded by Nandi. So Asuras were having an upper hand here due to the Sanjeevani Vidya. They were almost undefeatable. So seeing this, Nandi along with other Devatas, they go to Lord Shiva and inform Lord Shiva about the misuse of Sanjeevani Vidya done by Guru Shukracharya. That is when Lord Shiva swallows Guru Shukracharya and keeps him inside his stomach. Okay, so Guru Shukracharya was inside the stomach of Lord Shiva for thousands of years. When he was inside the stomach of Lord Shiva, he realizes his mistake and he again starts to do a very long penance to come out of the stomach of Lord Shiva. Shiva. Finally, when he is able to impress, he manages to impress Lord Shiva, Guru Shukracharya is emitted out, in the form of semen, sperm, and because he came out of the sperm, Guru Shukracharya became one of the son of Lord Shiva. And Shukra, the meaning of Shukra is also sperm, okay, and that is the reason Venus also represents the sperm and semen. Now let us see the story of Ekaksha, one eye blind. So once upon a time, Guru Shukracharya was performing a very grand havan, a fire ritual, along with the King Mahabali, the lord of the Asuras. So Lord Vishnu appears as a Vaman avatar, the sixth avatar of Lord Vishnu, and this Vaman avatar asks Mahabali for the donation of three-step land. Now Mahabali had readily accepted to gift the three footsteps of land. Guru Shukracharya, from his divine sight, has already realized that this young person is no one but Lord Vishnu himself. So first he tried to stop, King Bali verbally, but since King Bali had already given his words and he was man of his words, he is known to keep his words, he, doesn't listen to Guru Shukracharya. So Guru Shukracharya now is, uses another way to stop King Bali, which is, from giving the three-step land. So King Shukracharya transforms himself into a very small avatar and sits on the opening of the kamandalam, the water pot which usually the Brahmins have, and he tries to block the water of promise to come out of that kamandalam. Now Vamana was who? Vamana was the Vishnu avatar, so he already has understood the trick of Shukracharya, and he puts a straw inside the opening area of the pot, okay, due to which one eye of Shukracharya gets poked. So when the water flows out, it comes out along with Shukracharya, who is in very terrible pain. Mahabali was able to fulfill his donation, but one eye of Guru Shukracharya here gets permanently damaged, and hence after this incident he was called as Ekaksha, one eye blind or half blind. So let us now see the conclusion and the lessons which we can link with astrology. So, Guru Shukracharya is hailed as one of the greatest sages in the history. He acquired lot of wisdom, learning, spiritual powers from his sacrifices, from his intense penance. So, we can use the lessons learned from the tales of Shukracharya and astrology with respect to planet Venus. Let us see what all lessons can we see. First of all, he had the courage to leave a place where he felt disrespected. Instead of staying at Rishi Angiras's ashram, he decides to move out. This shows his courage and risk-taking ability, and keeping self-respect at priority compared to anything else. He does not like to be disrespected at all. He also later had to face insults and betrayal from his own Asura clan, who fails to recognize him as the original Shukracharya. So, if you have a very prominent Venus in your chart, you might experience a similar themes of being disrespected multiple times in your life, and then you might decide to move out and then put all your efforts and dedication to be a self-made person rather than being dependent on anyone else. The next thing that we see is he does not keep any barrier of caste, creed, religion, whether you are a deva, whether you are asura, whether you are an outcast. He does not keep any barriers and even literally accepts his enemy's son as his own disciple with open arms. This shows what a great teacher, what a great counselor he is. So, a prominent Venus in one's chart can show the themes of being a counselor. You might, see some transformational events in your life, and then later people might come to you to seek advice, and your advice might turn valuable for the betterment or for skill development of other people. The next lesson that we see is, his ability of refining the asuras. He had put all his efforts to refine and make his disciple to be, extremely brilliant and master of the knowledge, warfare skills, okay, that he himself had. So a prominent Venus can show you might involve yourself into refining or mastering your skills, especially creative skills, making your skills perfect. This is all also what we can see. The next lesson that we can see is he is not bothered about religion, caste, creed, for love or for getting married. He accepted the daughter of Lord Indra, who was, the basically Indra was against Guru Shukracharya. He was plotting against Guru Shukracharya, and Guru Shukracharya even, is accepting the daughter of an enemy. So a prominent Venus can show similar themes of not getting bothered by the caste, creed, religion when you're selecting your life partner. Instead, you are seeing loyalty and dedication of the spouse while, you are selecting a spouse. The next lesson that we see is that he did extreme level of penance and sacrifices with a single point focus to achieve the divine knowledge of Sanjeevani Vidya. This shows that he had an extreme thirst for knowledge and went to any lengths to acquire it, by doing a lot of sacrifices. So prominent Venus can show a similar theme, that you might be interested to know about a particular subject, and you might be ready to sacrifice your other things, your other aspects of life to master, whatever is it that you want to learn. The next lesson that we see is he was blessed for his penance and sacrifices with the Sanjeevani Vidya, which not many people had. Okay, everyone was jealous that why only this person has this divine knowledge, okay, which he used to revive people. So, prominent Venus can show a similar themes of you getting some knowledge which you might use to heal or transform other people. The next lesson that we see is his love towards his mother, so much that he had the courage even to go against Lord Vishnu, and he bans Lord Vishnu's worship amongst the asuras. So prominent Venus can show similar themes of loving, one's family selflessly. The next lesson that we see is he did not give up into the trap of seduction and lust, the trap which was created by Lord Indra for Guru Shukracharya's failure. So this shows that whenever you have Venus as your prominent planet, you might encounter a similar theme wherein you would be put up in a situation, in a similar kind of situation, and if you're able to control the extreme lust and seduction, the reward is a divine knowledge which many people don't have. The next lesson that we see is, we also saw that whenever Guru Shukracharya misused his power of Sanjeevani Vidya, he had to face the wrath of Lord Shiva himself. So when Venus is your prominent planet, you need to control the extreme materialistic desires. The excess of anything is not good. Having a balance is the key. The next lesson that we see is the story also shows his pure dedication, complete dedication towards his own child, which is Devyani, and the extreme length he went to make sure that he fulfills the desire of his child, even at the cost of his own life. So Venus, when it is your prominent planet, can also show you as a extremely dedicated parent. Lesson that we can see is, we also saw that Shukracharya had to face the wrath of Lord Shiva, and he had gotten captured into the stomach of Lord Shiva. Then he again came out of the sperm. Then again in the next incident of the Kacha incident, where he was again reborn. So multiple rebirths, if you see. So Venus, when is your prominent planet, might show that there might be multiple transformative events in your life, where you will feel like the new you is no longer the same person which was like an older you. So multiple transformational events in one life, where you change inside out. The next lesson that we see is, we should also understand that there is a theme of lot of betrayals and cheating in the life of Guru Shukracharya's daughter. Okay, first there was a betrayal in her love life, then betrayal in the married life. So Venus, when it is a prominent planet, can show the possibility of daughter's married life not going good. Now, I would urge each one of you to listen to the story again, and then analyze and come up with what more lessons that you can find with the tale of Guru Shukracharya. Mention that in the comment section below. It would be really insightful for our audience to get these lessons. I hope you guys must have liked the video. Please do not forget to subscribe the channel. Also, please do let me know in the comment section below what more videos would you like to see. Thank you.